coughed up funds to, mobilize and also induce for the election. Is he sending a message? Because again, a particular presidential candidate went to a particular state and made some comment like he was replying the president. Well, we won't talk about that now, because again, we'll get all our facts right and we'll have that conversation tomorrow. We'll have all that talk tomorrow, basically, where a particular
The newly introduced 200, 500 and 1000 naira banknotes are now in use under legal tender in Nigeria. The new banknotes were introduced to check issues such as counterfeiting. It is an offense to reject the country's legal tender, accept them and use them side by side with the old banknotes, which will cease to be legal tender on January 31, 2023, when they shall be withdrawn from circulation. Remember to deposit your old banknotes at your bank or the nearest mobile money agent around your location before the deadline. For further details or complaints, call 081 766 57641 or 081 766 57642. The Naira is our national pride. Let's embrace the new currency. This message is from the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN.
Uncle Dentist, what are cavities? And how does Colgate protect my teeth from cavities? Does it use Kung Fu?
No dear, most tooth pains are caused by tooth holes called cavities. When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavities.
It's time to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Keeps cavities out!
Colgate is recommended by the Nigerian Dental Association.
No problem. We're cooling you down with the freshest hits.
102.3 Abuja.
Co-host who is currently at the Buhari Area Council, the INEC office there, to get exactly first-hand information as to what's going on, and then the issues of your card is not here. Okay, they'll go to the head office and bring it. They'll go here and make lots of back and forth, and people have still not gotten their PVCs. Well, according to her, she's been there since 8 a.m. and she's yet to even get her own, so she has to wait till 12. So maybe at 12 I'll get more updates as to what's going on with her. But that aside, now talking about the INEC, the CBN deadline for the submission of old Naira notes and also the withdrawal or circulation of the new Naira notes. There are complaints back and forth. People are saying they're not having these notes enough. Yesterday, Arome, one of our correspondents, was at the AYA axis where you have banks, that AYA bridge, and walk down to Asokoro, and of the 6 or 7 banks there, only one ATM was dispensing, and obviously was dispensing new notes, and they had queue, like the queue was as long as the full queue, and also not all of the banks were dispensing the new notes or were giving it out across the counter. And so that's another conversation entirely, because we also got reports that a particular bank gave out, I think, 30,000 naira over the counter as maximum, and then we know that the ATM is giving out 20,000 naira maximum. I witnessed that as well. And so we also know that some malls, some shopping malls, some business places in Abuja have started rejecting the old Naira note. In fact, I was at H Medics 2 days ago, and I said this here on air yesterday, that H Medics in Gariki has put out a notice that on the 27th, that's tomorrow, they will no longer receive old Naira notes. So the 27th will be the last day they will receive old Naira notes. So it means that if you're going to shop there, you must get the new Naira note. Yesterday we got a message from one of our listeners from Dako, yes, the filling station there at Dako, Nipco, particularly, refused to accept old Naira notes. There was a long queue, and that queue was long, not just because there's no fill, but also because the manager has said that if you have old notes, they would not accept it. Now, the deadline, the official deadline from Central Bank is the 31st of January 2023, and that's next week Tuesday, if you ask me, just so that I'm very correct. I just need to check my dates now. So 31st of January is actually next week Tuesday, but we have businesses already that are turning down the old note. What exactly is the CBN doing about this? What exactly is the government doing about this? And the president, in an interview, has said that he will not extend any time, no going back on extension of deadline, and he attributed it, saying that he wants to pioneer, or he wants to be part of a free and fair election, and that's what he would leave back for Nigerians as he exits his 8-year time as president come May 29. And he's saying that he will not extend it because he's aware that people have mopped up funds. In case you didn't hear me play that audio, I can play it for you again. Let's just hear what the president said, just so we have that in perspective. He said he will not extend. Let's hear what the president said here. Okay, so I'm trying to get that.
This change of currency, I think there will be a lot of money, but time has been given from October to December. 3 months is enough, whatever money we have, to get it changed through a legal system. So I don't know why people are complaining about it.
So despite the complaint, there's no going back on the policy?
No, there's no going back. There's no going back. My aim is to make sure that Nigerians believe that we respect them as an administration. So Nigerians should vote for whoever they like from whichever party. Nobody will be allowed to mobilize resources and thugs to intimidate people in any constituency. That's what I want to go down into Nigerian history for.
You heard the president there. He said nobody will be allowed to mobilize thugs or intimidate people for the election. There's a continuation of this gist, and I can assure you that tomorrow I will bring you the extension of this gist, because a particular presidential candidate is not happy with this comment of the president. A particular presidential candidate is fuming, and he's saying, why would the president, saying, if you like, hold the naira, if you like, hold the fuel, do what you can, we will still win this election. Why is that particular candidate particularly replying the president? Why is he saying this comment? Why? So is there a plan? Is there a conspiracy from the presidency? Now, on the part of this candidate, did he have any plan to do something with the old currency? I didn't say anything, but let me get your thoughts on this now. 09073530044, 09087668888. You can also send me a message on WhatsApp, 09079054450. What do you make out of this? And also tell me if you have gotten the new note yet, and if there are people who are already rejecting the new note from you. Hello, let's see who's here. Hello. Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from? Charles, you're welcome. Let's hear you. Yes, the Kuje teachers. Mm. 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 All right. Thank you very. Yes, yes, I can hear you. I said thank you very much. All right, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts there. Please, you should reconsider. That's what our last caller is saying. Because again, in as much as he wants to get at the elite and those who would plan to do stuff with the elections or with mopped up cash, there are also people who this would affect. This would affect them. It would affect them. Yes, people who have no business with rigging election or mobilizing monies for election. It would really affect them. It would really affect them. All right, let's hear from you. I'm still here to get your reactions on the issues, and let's hear your take. And also, let me know: have you started experiencing issues where your monies are being rejected in malls anywhere? Let me know. I'd like to hear that as well. Hello. Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from? All right, Fidelis, let's hear you. President also reiterated it, but like our earlier caller who called from Guarimpa has said, that let him consider the uneducated people, those people in the villages, those people who, the common man who is not laundering money, who is not mopping up funds for vote buying or to mobilize for violence, who is not doing all of those things. Let him consider those people, because they also need this cash to move around. I mean, what about the banking system? We still have ATM dispensing errors. I mean, where you want to withdraw funds and then you have dispensing errors and you have to wait for 7 days or 7 working days. I mean, how fast is CBN trying to see that commercial banks resolve dispensing errors, transfer errors, all of these issues that come with digital banking, the POS issues? You go to buy something, you put in your card, there's no network, and so the lack of network may affect that transaction, and then maybe your monies have been debited already. What if that's the only money you have and the bank says you have to come back in 7 working days? How are you going to fend for that 7 working days before you get back to the bank to resolve that issue? These are the things that central bank must look at, the things that they must consider. How is the system? How is our electronic banking system? How is our transfer system? How is our ATM system? How is all of these things? How are they doing? Because if they're not doing well, then on what grounds are you insisting that we should be able to get only 20,000 naira daily, and then we can't carry cash? And so if we can't do that, it would frustrate a lot of businesses, and trust me, POS will thrive. POS will thrive well and well. And again, like we always say, the reason why POS is thriving is because there is a particular arm of the banking sector that has failed. Because if the banking sector does their job well, I mean, we wouldn't need to pay money to get money. It's preposterous, if you ask me. All right, 09073530044 or 09087668888 or 0907905 4450. A couple of more calls and then we call it a day here. Let me know what your take is on this matter. I'm still waiting to hear from Martha, and she's saying it's really annoying. She just sent me a message now that it's really, really annoying. She's still at the Buhari Area Council, the Buhari Area Council INEC office. It's not a good report coming from that angle. Hello.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name, or where you're calling from?
Okay, this is Anselm calling from Kado.
Anselm from Kado.
Yes.
Well, let's hear you, Anselm.
Alright. Basically, I think listening to what the president actually said during that interview, I think he has a genuine reason why he shouldn't actually extend the time. We are Nigerians, right? But let's take the instance of even the PVC collection. Give us 1 more year again. People will still complain. That's just the truth. And the president actually doesn't have that much time left for him to actually do some of these things. And these are already planned to see how, at least to an extent, he can actually have this forthcoming election to be, according to him, to be as free and fair as he could. So we wouldn't actually expect him to, like, when I actually watched and I realized that, okay, some of this stuff actually happening, actually pre-planned. So the issue of me saying there is so much money, new currency in circulation and all those things, I got to realize that, okay, probably it's not that because there is no money, but I think it's deliberate effort or deliberate decision from there the policymaker to limit the circulation of that money at least to an extent before the election, so that some of these guys will eventually not have it. If it is that easy for all these allies, just like the one of the callers said, to actually get this funds, trust me, they won't come out and start complaining.
But the question is, how many of them will get the funds? This elite, how many? These funds are limited.
That's another question. You get the point. So I think to an extent, I feel we should just go through the pain. Yeah, I understand that, okay, people talk about the villages and all those things, but to be very honest, from October to January and 4 months, I don't get not exactly. I mean, there's no justification for this. I'm not saying this because of whatsoever, but looking at the current situation in Nigeria, I think if there's any way that the president, he has actually, like, he has spoken a couple of times that he wants to make sure that Nigerians actually have the free aspect. Probably the kind of accusation that actually goes, and he's saying that he just actually offer. Even on the course of the interview, he said that himself, that he wants it to go down in history that he actually left Nigeria to select their leaders.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should just give him the chance to actually do this. To be very honest, we don't have to just do it. It's even for our own good. It's even for our own good, so that we know that, okay, we actually, everybody will eventually vote. We are not doing it not because someone gave you money or someone else don't give you money and that kind of thing. We eventually get the cost later on. So let's just allow this president, I think this is his last project. Let me just put it, his last general project before he leaves. So if there's any way he feels we can actually give the country a free, fair, and election, I think we should just let him just do it, and it will be to our own good as well. So thanks. That's my contribution. One radio station is there. Just tuned in and I listen to you.
Eagles FM, and you're welcome. 102.3 FM, Eagles.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, you are welcome. Thank you for sharing your thoughts there. And it is a safe place to wrap things up here. But like I said earlier, why must everything in the country have to be hard? Why? Why must it be hard to get your NIN? Why must it be hard to get your international passport? Why must it be hard to get your driver's license? You go to VIO office in Mabushi, the queue is there. You go to FRSC office, the same thing. Why? Now voters card, it's hard. Now allow for smooth circulation of the new currency note, it's hard. Why must everything be hard in Nigeria? Why is it hard to get the basic things of life, the basic things that allow for a citizen to enjoy the benefits of democracy? Why must it be hard? And these are things that the system can be rejigged and be made better. We're still grappling with fuel queues. The fuel queues are increasing every day, and the fuel price has jumped again to 195. What exactly is going on? And so it's a wake-up call for everyone to get their PVCs. If you have to, stay there, stay at the local government office of INEC, wherever you are, and get your PVC, because we would have to utilize the power of our PVC on the 25th of February. It's important. Things don't actually have to be hard. It doesn't have to cost a fortune or distress to get your international passport, to get your driver license, to get your national ID card, to get your voter's card, to get anything. It should come to you, at the comfort of your home. And that's what leadership and governance is all about. But again, who am I? It's just my 2 cents I've shared with you. You should get your PVC. It's quite important. And that's how I'll wrap this here on Abuja Now. We'll keep following up on the report with the striking primary school teachers in Kuje, and we'll get you all the updates that would make the authorities respond and also do what they have to do. But in the meantime, enjoy some music. My name is Danny Sucre. I'll be back at the 12 o'clock hour for a whole new different conversation. You don't want to go anywhere. Do stick around.